done with quarter two. I can't even believe it. Today I'm going to share all the details about it, how it went, what we liked, what we didn't like, so stick around. Welcome back. I'm glad to have you guys with me today to share with you about how our quarter two went. I'm in here in my living room today because the whole family is napping. Actually, the older two are outside playing with their neighbors, and the babies and my husband are napping. So this is the only place that I could do it, and it's never quiet in here. So today it is. So that's why I'm in here. So quarter two went from October 2nd to the week of December 16th. And the way I do it, if you didn't watch my video about how I plan, I'll link it up here. The way I do it is we do 36 weeks of school, which ends up being around the 180-day mark that we're required to have. And so 36 weeks divided by 9 is 4, so that's 4 quarters. So I do about 9 weeks per quarter. So during quarter two, we did a lot of really fun stuff. We also slowed down a little bit because it was the Christmas season. We usually take about 2.5 to 3 weeks off during that time. So we had a lot of downtime, a lot of family time. We made a lot of sweet memories, and it was really a special time. This is going to be kind of a hodgepodge because I just kind of did a brain dump of everything I could remember that we did in quarter two, because this quarter two ended quite a while ago, so I'm just now getting to this video. So anyways, bear with me. It's not going to be super organized. And it's not going to be very long. I'm just going to kind of tell you what we did. So I talked about in my quarter one video how we were reading the book Nate's Saint, and we had finished that just recently then. So after that, we moved on to the Little House book. We only got maybe 3 or 4 chapters in, if that. And then it was like Christmas time. So then we started reading all of the Christmas books, and we read a ton of Christmas read alouds, mostly the picture flip through books. All of my kids still really enjoy those. So we did a ton of those. I keep a whole bookshelf section dedicated to just Christmas books. And I even, we have a basket here and a basket here in our living room where we keep all of the books. And I took all of the normal books out and replaced all of those books with Christmas books. So we just were constantly pulling out only Christmas books during that time, and the kids really enjoyed that. So we did a ton of Christmas crafts. We loved the winter bundle from Home and Haven that I've talked about before. I bought the one several years ago. I just keep reusing it because we love all of the stuff that's in that, and during the Christmas time, we do a lot of just the Christmas section stuff. So there's craft ideas in there, and there's just writing prompts and math practices and tracing and lots of coloring pages, and the kids just really enjoy all of that. So we did a lot of those. I even would make them a binder when we would travel, because we did a lot of traveling for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I made them a binder to take in the car where it had a lot of those bundle activities in there, and they really enjoyed doing that. We did a ton of library trips. We would do that about every other week, and our kids love going to the library. I try to limit it to like 2 books because we can't keep track of them otherwise. I just let them pick out whatever books that they're interested in, and I also usually will get books that coincide with the things that we're learning in history and or science. Speaking of science, we finished paleontology. I'm really glad we finished it. It was not our favorite. I think the kids enjoyed it, but they would not say that it's their favorite science we've done. So we are very excited to move on to space science, which we just started. I'll talk about that when I do the quarter 3 update, but we're loving space science, and I think it's going to be a really good one. We did a ton of trips to visit family over the holidays. We did 2 different trips to different family members during Thanksgiving, and then we did another trip at Christmas time, and it was a really special time. The kids got to spend so much time with their grandparents and with nieces and nephews and with friends we haven't seen in a long time, so that was a really special time. We also really enjoyed our co-op. It ended towards I think it was like the middle of November, so we take a good long break for like December and most of January, and we don't start back our co-op till the end of January. But we did a lot with co-op in October and November, and that was a lot of fun. I'm teaching my Spanish classes still, and I've been enjoying that so much. I have both of my boys in both of those classes. So that has been very fun to have them in there. And Gabe even did a presentation on a Spanish-speaking country, and that was really, really cool. He made a whole like bulletin board, and he got up in front of all the kids and he talked about that country, and we all got to learn a little bit about the culture, some interesting facts. And then he brought in some food from that country that we all got to taste, and it was really fun. And I think he really, really enjoyed that. And I was so proud of him for doing that, because that can be a hard and scary thing to get up as a homeschooler and talk in front of kids that you don't really know really well. But he did so good. I was so proud of him. We also did a ton in our Good and the Beautiful nature journals, because we had a beautiful fall here in South Carolina and we loved being outside. And we did like a bunch of like leaf pressing, and we did scavenger hunts and nature hunts, and we just learned a lot about nature during this time. We also did some really fun field trips with our co-op. We did one to an animal rescue farm, which was so fun. They rescue animals and they nurse them back to health, and then they just take care of them and love on them. And it is the cutest place and so much fun. And the kids really, really enjoyed that, and they got to learn a lot about the different animals. We also did a field trip to this place near us called Steve's Dairy, where they have a little dairy farm, and you can go and you can pet the animals. They teach you how to milk a cow. They have a hayride, they have a corn maze, they have food, they have these huge like trampoline things, and the kids just had so much fun with that. And they really learned a lot about animals and how to milk a cow from this field trip. So that was really fun. Another like extracurricular activity thing that we did is the boys both got to play soccer this fall, and we do it with a church in our area. We do all our sports through this church. It's Upward Sports, and you can look that up in your area, because a lot of the Baptist churches will do Upward Sports. And why we love it over rec sports, because they don't take it quite as seriously. There's not the crazy parents that are screaming and yelling, and they really emphasize being a good sport and having good sportsmanship, and they have a devotion with the kids, they pray with the kids, and so it's also a lot less crowded than our rec, so we love it. And we will continue to use their sports facilities, because we have had a great experience with that. But the boys love playing soccer, they learned a lot, and it was a great experience overall. The boys, they read so many books this last quarter. I was so proud of them. Landon especially, he is just learning to read. He's in first grade, and reading has been a great struggle for this little boy, and to the point where a lot of days I'm in tears, he's in tears, and it doesn't come easy for him, but he still tries so hard, and he's doing so good. And one thing that's really helped to boost his confidence was finding tiny books that he can read easily and finish easily, because once he finishes a book, I have a whole chart downstairs where he colors in a little book when he finishes reading, and the chart keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and when he fills in all the blanks, which he's one away from, then he gets to go on a date with mommy, and we're going to go to the bookstore, and he's going to get to pick out some new books, and he's so excited about that. But I mean, he has just been busting through that chart, just reading and reading all these books. I think he's read close to 20 already, and I am just so proud of him for that. And he has gained so much confidence in just being able to color in that chart when he reads a book and like check it off. So that has been awesome. And Gabe, of course, he is an avid reader. He's our fourth grader. He just has read a ton of books. I think he's read like 3 or 4 during quarter 2, well, total for the year. And then he has also listened to maybe, I don't know, y'all, like 40 audiobooks probably for this whole year. I mean, they're always listening to audiobooks, because we have the Yodo player. We love our Yodo player. The only disadvantage to the Yodo player is they run out of cards so fast. So I feel like I'm always having to buy more cards, because they listen to the books so fast. But they have absolutely loved that thing. and it has been one of the best investments we have ever made. So we're pretty much doing the same thing we've always done for Bible. You can check out the video on that here. We are still loving our little Bibles that they can color, so we do that every morning, and we read a Bible story and they color it in. And then we started working on the New Testament books of the Bible. We learned the Old Testament books of the Bible last year, so now we're learning the New Testament. They've got it pretty down already. We need probably a few more weeks of practice, but I really feel like probably by mid-quarter 3, they will probably have mastered that. So that will be ahead of schedule, and I am really proud of them. They've been working hard on that. Language arts and math for both of the boys have been going great. We really haven't had a lot of issues. There have been times, I will say, with the Good and Beautiful first grade language arts that I've wondered if I don't need something else to supplement for Landon's reading, just because he's the one who it doesn't come easy. And so there have been days where I have questioned if I should add in a little bit of supplementing to that. But I think what my husband and I have decided is he just needs more practice. We just need to let him read more to us, not just during school time, but other times of the day. And we need to be doing it on the weekends so that he doesn't forget a lot of his words and stuff over the weekend. So that's what we plan to do. But I have no complaints on, we're doing Good and the Beautiful language arts and math for both our first grader and our fourth grader, and we have loved it. I really don't have any complaints on any of it. We're also doing the Good and Beautiful pre-K loosely with our 3-year-old. She does it when she wants to do it, but she's loving it, especially the songs. That's her favorite. And she's learning a lot. I've been really impressed with how much she is absorbing even at this young age. So that is pretty much it. Our quarter 2 was pretty low key. We took a lot of time off to just have family time and just enjoy the season. And I'm really glad we did that. And I'm super thankful that homeschool allows us the flexibility to get to do that. So you guys, let me know in the comment below before you go if you're interested in update videos like this. Like, do you care? Do you not care? Is this interesting? Is it boring? Like, let me know, because I'm not sure if I'm going to continue videos like this, because, you know, I'm trying to put out a video a week, and I don't want to put a video like this in place of one that you would rather see. So if there's a video you would rather see than these, comment below and let me know, and be sure that you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up before you head out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.